This game, Rebel, seemed to go under the radar a bit back when I was a kid. In fact, I didn't even know it existed until I got it free with a copy of Commodore format, and immediately, I must admit, I loved it. Incidentally, that's the same cover tape which helped me discover Tau Ceti 2. Made by the same team that created the Dandere game for the Commodore 64, Gang of Five, I could see the similarities in the part of Dandere where you need to use the reflectors with the laser, and they must have used that concept as an inspiration for this reflector mirror laser puzzle style tank game. Why is this tank puzzle game called Rebel then? Well, THX-2240 is a worker on a mission to escape the mind-crunching tyranny of the factory farm. Someone has probably been watching a couple too many George Lucas films here, I reckon. A bit close to the cuff that, eh? Anyway, someone has also rescued the great idea from Dandere and incorporated it here, so I suppose you have to recycle these good ideas to be creative. Throughout the complex, giant solar conductors are used to provide artificial sunlight for crops during bad weather, and their intense rays are directed around the plantation by means of solar reflectors, which are so powerful they can also be used for destructive purposes. Maybe that's how I'll escape the plant. If a beam were to be fired in the wrong direction, the results could either be lethal or the key to escaping. The agricultural block is split into separately enclosed compounds, each of them joined by sealed exit tunnels. Using your crowd control vehicle, or tank as we'll call it, you can turn the reflector stations and guide the solar beam into these tunnels, shattering their seals. Your main objective being to blast through enough innermost compounds to finally reach the outer rebels on the perimeter. You need to drive your tank around the complex and alter the positions of the reflectors in order to direct this intense beam of radiation. However, as this is a Dandere laser puzzle style game, you will first need to locate the exits and then place reflectors in the correct manner to guide the beams. Collecting the reflectors that are already in place and then repositioning them in their desired locations. Once all of the reflectors are positioned, a quick tap of the F5 key will enable the solar generator to fire its laser, and if all the reflectors are pointing the correct way, breach the exit. After which you will proceed to the next level of the compound. During your escape attempts, however, you are being pursued by police surveillance vehicles which are constantly patrolling overhead, and also there's other aircraft that fire upon your position if you are within their range. Contact with the armoured patrol vehicles can also result in an immediate termination, but you are also equipped with tank weaponry and can protect yourself from the enemy onslaught, controlling your vehicle and weapon in typical tank fashion. There are 13 levels to penetrate before you can finally escape, and the only advice I would give is to collect the reflectors first on each level, clearing paths as you go. The walls are destructible, and if you can take out a large enough chunk, you can use this for easy access to escape the surveillance tanks, as they hit hard and can incapacitate you quickly. As can the annoying helicopters, although it takes a few shots first. 1 or 2 will slow you down, then if hit again, you will see stars appear around your vehicle. This means that you are incapacitated apart from your tracks, and must return to your starting position in order to receive emergency repairs before you can shoot back again. Rebel is a reasonably entertaining game, but it really does seem to lack any sense of urgency. You can literally just trundle around the level at your own pace, and if you're cautious enough, should find this game a doddle. The hardest bit is literally plotting and planning where you need to place the reflectors and which way they need to point in order to link through to the exit. Hardly rocket science, but it is solar science. Saying that, the control method feels really clumsy and does make the game a lot harder than it should have been just to move your vehicle. A lot of the time I'd just get stuck trying to reverse, or stop just on the reflector in order to grab it. You have to hit the fire button to rotate it, and eventually you will see that it has been collected. But if you land on top of it completely, you can't see if you've picked it up or not properly, which is a pain. It is a fun game though, even if just to whittle down 10 minutes or so, and can prove quite mind-taxing as you attempt to line up those lasers. But unfortunately, it's the action that will make you wane from Rebel after a few attempts. Can you believe this was a full price game when it was released too? I'm just glad I got it free on the cover of a magazine. In fact, I don't actually ever remember this game being advertised before that, so I probably would have bought IK Plus instead back in 1987. Good shout, eh? In fact, thinking about it, Deflector came out the year after this. Wonder if they used a little inspiration. You never know. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give this game a go, and hit the like button. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section, and please don't forget to press subscribe if you're enjoying the nostalgia. With plenty more games on the channel and more coming up next on the playlist, it'd be great for you to join me on this journey, revisiting classic Commodore 64 games and reliving our youth through these great memories. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now. Just want to take a moment to thank the following patrons. It's massively appreciated that you're supporting the channel, covering the games we love. Stay retro.